Drug abuse. Background and history of drug abuse. What is drug abuse? Drug abuse is a pattern of repeated drugs or alcohol use that often interferes with health, work, or social relationships. Are drugs illegal or legal? It is the habitual taking of addictive or illegal drugs. Many Americans in the United States are concerned with the problem of drug abuse. Why? The use of illegal drugs has been a long-standing problem in America's society, a problem that has taken an urgency in the last 30 years. The concern and the distress of the American people over the national problem of drug abuse is expressed every day in the newspaper, the internet, magazines, scientific journals, and etc. Regardless of the priority that the public, political leaders, and the media attach to drug problems at the particular point in time, but drugs are a huge social problem in our society today. The scope of society at large with drug abuse. What did the NIDA establish? In 1974, NIDA was established as part of the Alcohol, Drug Abuse, and Mental Health Administration. What was the reason for having an NIDA, drug abuse? This was to get advanced science on the causes and consequences of drugs abuse and the addiction to apply the knowledge to improve individuals and public health. What did the NIDA address when going through the research of drug abuse? The NIDA addressed the fundamentals and essential questions people might have, which could be detecting and responding to emerging drug abuse trends and understanding how drugs work in the brain and body, to developing and testing new approaches to treat and prevent. The scope of society of specific experiences of drug abuse. I think that drug abuse becomes very huge in this world now. I feel like so many people are getting addicted to drugs and it's starting to become a problem within the United States. People are illegally buying drugs off of people and people are trusting the drugs these people are selling to them. I also have seen so many people overdose on the streets off of drugs. I feel like there are so many more people on the streets begging for money for drugs. I think drug addiction is a huge problem in the United States and you see it everywhere. How does drug abuse relate to socialization? Drug abuse relates to socialization because peer pressure can lead some people into making risky choices like using drugs. Scientists have discovered that connecting with others may also create positive effects and it might help people with drug problems. People that are trying to overcome drug abuse, it is really good to connect with those that are trying to overcome drug abuse too. It is said to help limit the need of craving or addiction. Socialization is a huge part of why people get addicted to drugs because they could be hanging around the wrong people, or it could also be a way someone moves on from an addiction. How can drug abuse be understood through the lens of a sociological framework? Drug abuse is the symbolic interaction because it's the one interaction in communication. Drug abuse can be seen through communication. This is so because you could get involved with drug abuse from people you communicate with or the people you hang out with. And then these are my sources that I use for my PowerPoint.